Is that window open? Here we go. And we are back to the channel where we talk about everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines, and not only is this educational, but it's also going to be fun. We promise not to be the channel where we put you to sleep. No, it's not like that. We're gonna. It's also going to be entertaining and educational, and you're going to have a chance to ask questions as well. So, for example, why would you watch this? What are you going to get out of this? Well, like I said, we're going to go through some of the headlines. By the way, this is Apple's 50th birthday, 50th anniversary. We'll talk a little bit about that. But we'll talk about the headlines, and we will also break them, some of the main companies, we'll also break them down here on TradingView. We'll also show a little bit about the chart patterns. We'll show a little bit about the indicators. We'll show a little bit about the earnings and the revenues and the income, stuff like that. But you'll also, again, it's going to save time because you don't have to go through all the headlines wondering what the heck's going on. We kind of do a lot of that for you. And then if you have a headline you want to ask about, feel free to ask. Expedem, yes, hello. Greetings as well. And welcome back. Dun. Good vibes. Okay, let's rock and roll with this. Just to introduce myself, my name is James. I am from the US. I'm from the Midwest, actually. And if you don't know about the Midwest, there's not a whole lot going on there except for farming and sports. And I wasn't good at either one of those. Happy to see you too. Good vibes. And but I did have an affinity for numbers. And I took that affinity for numbers and I got into I learned that, well, basically, and you kind of got to make sense of it, how it goes, you know? And so, what's up, man? Seth Scoot, hello, greetings and welcome. With that, that's how I got also my curiosity about the markets, you know? I was, more interested in a little bit more of the tech and the health side of it, obviously, but the correlation between the numbers, the charts, etc., and how to read them and how to find the patterns and stuff. Hey, thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes, guys. I'm no algorithm engineer, but I've been told that likes and stuff on these platforms actually help the channel to grow. And we're trying to grow a channel with like-minded individuals who are curious about the markets, want to learn about the headlines, and want to know some of the basics about how to analyze some of this stuff. So dun. Papa, Trump repeats more same shit. What about? Hey man, good vibes. I appreciate the subtle humor. And you're welcome to share your thoughts, and we'll keep it positive. Harish Kumar, greetings. Hello. Yes, let's see. You were the one in Bangalore, correct? If I remember this name correct, am I right, or did I forget? Did I remember wrong? Let's see. Dun. Yes, that's right. And you tell me you're in Bangalore, right? The tech hub. Yeah, that's right. Okay, jumping off. Let's do that before I forget. Okay, here we go. Yes, good vibes. Just a little bit here. Again, I'll break this down for you, and that's about the best I can do on the live stream. Let's see. Dun. Are you winning, son? Well, I made it through another day, so rock and roll, right? Okay, Bitcoin. We asked about Bitcoin. Let me break this down a little bit. Right now, I just saw the headline. It dropped 2.9% down to 66,436. Actually, here we go. It's dropping even more as we speak. Right now, it's at 66,185. Again, if you look at the relative strength index, that's this thing, just introduce that. You have your overbought, your oversold. Again, those are just guides, the 70 line and the 30 line. Again, just a guide because they go way overbought and way oversold anytime. But right here, again, we're still staying pretty much in the neutral area. And you can kind of see that with the chart here as I zoom in and out of this. I want you to see this. It's not completely consolidation, but it's pretty close to it. Yes, I'm done. Got it, Papa. Harish Kumar. Yeah. Here we go. One thing I want you to pay attention to there is how that chart pattern looks with the RSI and how that chart pattern looks with the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence right there. And let me pull this back out. And let's see. Here we go. Oh, just briefly, very briefly, let me do this for you right here. Dun. Move this up, and let's see, zoom this out. Okay, what do you see forming right here? Here's your head forming, left shoulder and your right shoulder, and there's your kind of your neckline. And then again, let's go right over here. Gold. Yeah, Equidem, gold. Yes, I love the conversation already. Gold just, hey, remind me 1 second, Equidem, as soon as I'm done with Bitcoin here, because I made a note on gold, because especially what happened with the oil price too. Totally. Thanks for bringing that up. Again, here's another pattern right here for you. Here's your left shoulder, right shoulder, and there's your neckline right there. And dun. Okay. And yeah, there's a little bit. Let's see if I can get another one coming up here. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is a nice one. Here we go. Zoom in, zoom out. You'll see these more. Here's another one. Here's the head, the left shoulder, the right shoulder there, and then there's your neckline right there. That's a little bit about, just very, very briefly to touch on Bitcoin for Mr. Harish Kumar. Let's see, or Harish Kumar, Mr. Animal Tech. Greetings. And let's see again, for the, if you're into Bitcoin, yes, right now it's at 66110, and it had dropped 2.9%. Now it's dropped more than 2.9%. But yeah, let me go over here to for example, let's put this on free Port McMorrin right here. Let's try this one. Gold. You mentioned gold. Level trading patterns. Okay. Prince. Yeah, you're welcome to share your thoughts, man. No problem. And welcome to the channel. Try to keep it positive, though. All right. You don't need to be so critical. Yeah. For example, you mentioned gold. Gold actually, where's my headline on that? Gold plunges as Trump gives mixed signals on the Iran war resolution. Yes. For example, what was it right here? Oil. Again, we talked about Equidem. It's trending. Check gold for me. Is it? Yeah. Actually, gold just dropped. Gold just dropped. What was it? 4.3%. Last time I checked, it was at. What was it? Yeah, 460946. Yeah, last time I checked, it was at 4609. I think it's dropped even more a little bit. And silver also dropped. It's at 71.34 right now. Do you think the market is going to go up or down? So critical. Yes. Okay. Harish Kumar. Okay. Again, this is the the message I tried to give you yesterday. I can break it down for you on TradingView, but again, on the live stream, if you want more of those insights specifically, for example, the algorithm on the live stream on the platform picks it up as a recommendation or a suggestion, so it turns it into sales basically, and I can't do sales on this channel, or I can't do recommendations either. So the best I can do is give you the information that you just saw, and then if you want more specific information, you have to contact me outside the stream. That's what I put my contact information for. You don't have to, you don't need to, but the option is there, and that's just because of the way the algorithm works. So I'm sorry about that. If you're not comfortable, I get it, but that's how it works. Anyway, so thank you for understanding too. Okay, here's the person asked about gold. Alvin, USA. Dun. Good vibes. Okay, oil gains, Brent, more than 6%. Yeah, right now oil again 6%, and West Texas Intermediates at 5.9%, up to about $106.02. Brent is at up 6.5% to $107.78. Make America healthy again. Indeed. I actually was all in line with that, but then it's like I've seen some things lately that tell me it's not gonna happen. Like the whole glyphosate Roundup thing, that's been banned in so many countries, but it was supposed to happen under this administration, but for some reason that one got let through. I don't know why. I try not to be political on here, but I was a fan of RFK, but I think something's happened to where ate inedible for bread. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I really did. I had high hopes for the RFK and the Maha, but yeah, some things are disappointing me right now. I'll just say that. I'll try to be politically correct on that. But yeah. So anyway, Ed Ekbedem, you asked about gold. I'm showing you partly why, not the only reason, but one of the reasons why gold went down is because oil just jumped up because of further escalation. Remember, we talked about escalation and de-escalation in the war, the oil price, and the oil price is directly connected to the dollar value. So when you have a higher dollar, it's again, that's the inverse of the gold. That's just one of the reasons. Looking out from my window into the sea, San Fran, cool. Best test lux. Best excellent. Let's see. Yes, I actually know exactly what that means. Bon, anyway, gosh. But again, we try to keep it friendly on here. Feel the power. Come on, guys. Yeah, keep it friendly. Okay, let's look at this. Let's see. Greetings. Welcome. Did I miss any comments over here? Lewis Rich, hello. Let's see, Naveed, John Banana, Jolanda, welcome. And if you have a question about a ticker or a headline, just ask. You're free to do that. This is an educational channel, not a sales channel, so we can all relax. I am a heavy bottom, okay. Right. Well, at least you have the American pride. I'll give you that. Okay, so again, oil just went up 6%, and then gold just went down almost the same amount. And yeah, 4609. And okay, one thing I'll do, since you asked about gold as well, is take a look at one of the miners as well, just so you can see how the miners correlate too. So this is Freeport-McMoRan. Freeport-McMoRan engages in the mining of copper, gold, and molybdenum in North America, South America, Indonesia, etc. So let's take a look here. How did their chart change with anything? Interestingly, okay, I don't know why. Okay, usually, this is Monday, Tuesday. Interesting. Okay, so their chart didn't actually change with the price of metals on this one, because they actually went up. As you can see, that's Freeport-McMoRan, and I'm curious. Those are like just in bananas and tropical fruits. It's a good one to enter the market. Interesting. PHM, bananas and tropical fruits. For example, again, this is an educational channel. If you have a particular company that you want to have me look at on TradingView, I can do that for you. But if you're looking for recommendations and stuff like that, you have to contact me outside the stream, because the algorithm will pick it up as a suggestion and it'll restrict the channel. Yeah. Let's see, stock in Netflix, stocks, gold, Uber. Yeah. Buy perfect. I got my entry. Sell. Got it. Only hello. Okay. Yes, good vibes. All right, here we go. This is Freeport-McMoRan. I'm going to take a look at Hecla also, just as stock moved directly with the price of the metals. Let me see real quick here. This is Hecla, and I just wanted to see. No, actually, Hecla is still going up right now. Interesting. I would have expected them to have dropped with the price of gold as well, but didn't. Can you help me invest? You do save my ranch. Dirty drifter. So will you give me analysis if I message off the live? D-size, yeah, that's the whole point. For example, I can only do so much on the live stream with some of the breakdown on TradingView and some of the headlines and stuff, but I can give you more information outside the live stream if you want. Let's see. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. Okay, I'll break this one down for you since we're talking about gold anyway. Here's Hecla Mining, and it's right here. Okay, again, one thing, as you could see, it's still, I don't know why, but the RSI is going up. I would have expected it to have started to reverse because of the value of the oil and directly the strength of the dollar. But here we go. And let's see if I can give you a chart pattern real quick. The one that jumps out at me the fastest right here, Dun, dun, dun. Trying to make sure you get your value out of watching this. Here's your head. Basically, here's your left shoulder and your right shoulder. Yes, right over here. Yeah. And again, not too big of a breakout, but it is somewhat of a breakout. Tech flip it playing Chinese blackjack. I love this religious nightmare that is happening. Loving money more than God is a blessed day. God. I'm gonna email you and see if you can help me. I'll pay for you. And just okay. Yeah, that stuff is stressful. People are freaking out. How is the orange criminal going? Greetings. The orange, yeah. Anyway, yeah. If you want to contact me, there's my contact information right behind me. That's what that's there for. If you want, again, you don't need to or you don't have to, but that's the option there for you. Yeah, right there behind me. And then okay. Here we go, dun, 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 right here. Let's change the zoom in, zoom out, dun, dun, dun. Jesse Mayhem, hello. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, here we go. All right, now if we, yes, adjust this, bring this down, you'll see more chart patterns come out. And as we do that, yeah, right here, dun, 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 here's your double bottom, and this pushes it up right there. And again, if we keep on here, bring this out, we'll see some more follow up. Yes, here's your double bottom again. Wait, no, not a double bottom. Zoom this out and you'll see, this looks more like, yeah, here's your head, here's your left shoulder and your right shoulder, and that's your neckline to boost it up. And then right here, let's see, give you another one real quick that jumps out here. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, for example, here's your head right here, here's your head, and left shoulder and your right shoulder, and there's that right there. Now, just to give you an idea here, going to Hecla, the earnings wise, volume wise is at 15.92 million, that's the volume. Market cap is at 12.49 billion. And again, if you're watching from home, this is on TradingView, and we're looking at Hecla Mining because we were talking about the metals just a minute ago. SSB, greetings and welcome. Jesse Mayhem, hello. Let's see, just a joke 420. Again, just a joke 420. On this stream, if you have a ticker or something that you would like to see me look at on TradingView, I can do that. But as far as the other stuff, that more specific information, I have to do outside the stream because the algorithm will pick it up as a recommendation or a suggestion, and then my channel will get dinged. Yeah, 7 of those 3. Okay, 7 of those 3. Here we go, and then right here. So, for example, let's see. Q4, Q3, and Q2 beat the earnings expectations. You can see the blue bars is what was actually earned, and the gray bars was what was actually predicted or projected, expected to be. And they beat their quarterly expectations annually. For Hecla, 2025, beat it. 2024, beat it. In 2023, actually just equaled it. So it either beat it or equaled it the last 3 years. And let's see how that stacks up here. 2024 and 2025 had very good revenue, profits, and income. However, 2023, where it just equaled the earnings expectations, that's where they had negative profit, negative profit, negative net income, but they did have good total revenue. So that's that. Again, you asked about gold. Got it. Yeah, no problem. You're welcome. Those offers are the best at correcting. Dun, dun, dun. Abdullah Farak, hello, hello. VOO, got it. Let's see, for example. Let's see, Ethan Kate, if you have a ticker, let me know. Just drop it in the comments. I'm not quite sure what the question is. Yeah. Okay. Okay. For next, let's announce some of the headlines that we're going to talk about right now. We have Tesla. Tesla is one of the ones that we're going to talk about. They just made the headlines. Their Q1 deliveries are likely to dip sequentially as the EV demand softens. Tesla struggles with an uneven demand and intensifying competition in key markets. Let's see. Can I tell a joke? My mother loves an angel. Lucky for mine's still my daily. Well taken, well taken. Mine's still alive. Tesla is dead. Chris, yes. I kind of share some of your sentiments. Actually, I saw some of the earlier headlines where he's converting some of the Tesla. He's canceling some of the old Tesla models and converting them into those Optimus robots. So I think Mr. Musk is also realizing he needs to make some changes too. So, but anyway, just wanted to share this. So Tesla, yeah, intensifying competition in the key markets. Also, another headline we have here is Nike actually just fell 10% as well. Despite better than expected third quarter earnings, their sales in China fell 10% from the prior year. Digital sales are down 21%, wholesale is off by 13%. And then also, for example, right here, if I didn't say it before, Apple just turned 50-year anniversary. We'll look at them. For example, what was it? Here we go. Oh yeah, this is an interesting one. Is the gold stocks that are making? Let's see. For example, Papa, give me an example of one of the gold tickers. Okay, here's one. Global Star surges 15% on report that Amazon is weighing an acquisition. It's a prominent satellite communications company operating with a constellation of low Earth orbit (LEO) satellites to provide voice, data, emergency messaging. And Apple also has a 20% stake since 2024. That makes it a little bit more complicated because Amazon here is talking about an acquisition. We'll get into that one. Also, another headline I was going to mention is Visa launches new AI tools to manage the charge dispute process. In 2025, Visa processed more than 106 million charge disputes globally and a 35% increase since 2019. JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs also use AI to hire fewer people. We'll take a look at that. Also, here's one with Intel. Let's see. Yes, okay, Papa, we'll look at Newmont Mining. Newmont right here. Okay, we'll do that in just a second, Papa. Thanks for the heads up on that. Let me adjust that. Okay, and then Intel. Let me get through these. Intel jumped 9% after buying back their Ireland chip factory for 14.2 billion. It had sold a 49% stake to Apollo in 2024 for 11.2 billion, but they just got it back. And this comes as the CPUs are playing a bigger role in the spread of AI. And yeah, so that caused Intel went up. Also, this one here, since we're talking about metals and things like that, I wanted to share this one. Where is it? RE Alloys and U.S. Critical Materials Corporation have signed an agreement to build a domestic supply chain for key materials in the U.S. RE Alloys will secure up to 10% of the offtake from the deposit in Montana. And again, since we're going to talk about Newmont, we'll also talk about RE Alloys. And let's see, just a fun one here. Where is it? Here's some questions that Apple's going to face in the second half of the century. But Walmart also, if you're interested in Walmart or Sam's Club just raised its annual fee membership and to keep up with some of its biggest competitors, Costco and Wholesale Club. But yeah, we might take a look at Walmart as well. But all right, let's do this. AEM. Okay, we'll do AEM first. How about that one? Okay, done. AEM. Anyway, Eagles Mines Limited. Cool. All right. Agnico Eagles Mines Limited. Just a little background about them. Jessica, greetings. Hello, hello. And Dylan, Joe, welcome. Where's my little thing? Engages in the exploration and production of gold. It operates through the following segments: Northern Business, Southern Business, and Exploration. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Right here. And let me... Interestingly enough, even though like just like the other miners that I looked at, Hecla and Freeport, they're still going up. This one's also still going up, as you see right there in the chart. It's going up right there, and it didn't actually market correct. yet. Just because the price of gold went down, I'm surprised that the stock price didn't go down also. But here we go. And right now, the RSI is sitting right there very neutrally at about 52. Again, that's a very, very neutral number. And let me show you. Okay, a couple of chart patterns here. I'm going through this quite fast on purpose. Here we go. Zoom in, zoom out, and you'll be able to see. There we go. There's a nice one. Here's your, again, not a shampoo commercial, but there's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder. I don't make the names of the charts. I just identify them. I think gold go back up this year. Yes, I kind of share your same sentiment. I think it's just a matter of time, especially what's going on with the BRICS and their unit, and also how gold is integrated into the BRICS and the unit system. If you have questions about that, feel free to ask. But yeah, and also silver as well, because it's an industrial metal. It's got many, many purposes other than money. Let me see if I can zoom this out, get you a few more here. Okay, and then right here, here's your, basically, here's your triple bottom right here. Wait, is it? Hey, hold on one second. Here we go. Basically, this looks more like, here's your left shoulder, your right shoulder, and then there's your reverse head, and that bounces out like that. And then here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Again, sometimes these things are not easy to see. Here we go. Here's a really nice one opening up. Thanks for asking about this. Agnico Eagles Mines. Here we go. Here's your reverse right here. Left shoulder, right shoulder, and there's your neckline breakout going up. And then let's see if I can get you another one. Not East Indian, North American Indians. Okay. Okay. And also, hold on, let me see if I can make this one jump out a little bit more. Right. Yeah. For example, again, left shoulder, right shoulder, right there. Yeah. Here we go. And then here's a nice little double bottom right here, double bottom. And then your neckline is where they meet in the middle and bounce up and go up like that. Yes. Escobar, hello. Eddie, greetings, welcome. Karan, Zizaye, hello. Welcome to the channel. We talk about everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines, and we make it fun, entertaining. So enjoy the show. If you have a question, be free to ask. Let me know. We're breaking them down here on TradingView. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, there's this. And going back here. Here we go. Yeah, right over here. Okay. Yeah. And at the moment, there's not too much price action, so the trade volume is down, as you see. So volume right now is sitting at 3.2 million. Market cap is at 101.9 billion. And as we go here to the earnings side of it, dun, dun, dun. Okay, got it. We'll do. Let me make a note of this. So we got AM. And AEM. And you asked about once the reserves depleted, it will go a bit smaller. Dream money. Okay. Why is the best day traders still so low? And then right here, GE. Okay. Yesterday I made it on. Got it. Cool. That day. Okay. Good. All right. Here's earnings side. Q4 just beat it. Q3 and Q2 also beat the earnings expectations. So 2025, yes, for the whole year beat the expectations. 2024, same thing. 2023 also. So to summarize, the last 3 years for the earnings expectations beat that, and also let's see how that correlates with the revenue, profits, and income. Interestingly enough, again, it doesn't always work out this way, but here, last 3 years, yes, the revenue, profit, and income all were green all the way down. Let's see, only 2024 had negative net income, but you asked about AEM, that's that right there. Also, you asked about Newmont, we can do them. For those of you curious about Newmont, right here, engages in the exploration and acquisition of gold properties containing copper, silver, lead, zinc, or other metals. Yes. Canada, Mexico, Suriname, Argentina, they're pretty big. And let's go up here. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Newmont. Here we go. Got it. Here. Even Newmont, they did not mark it correct at all yet, even though the metal price went down. Again, look right here, it's still going up. And the RSI is doing the same thing. RSI is sitting there at 54, very neutral, but it did actually rebound. You can see the RSI rebounded from being oversold right there. And okay, let me give you some chart patterns here. Hold on. A little bit right here. Okay, let's go right over here. Again, these things are not always easy to spot. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Thought you could hide, you cannot hide. Here we go. Here's your reverse head, left shoulder, right shoulder, neckline. And yes, that keeps the chart moving upwards like that, as you can see. And then Ray Jed, greetings, and welcome. Thanks for the likes. Victoria, hello. And yes, good vibes. All right. And then let's go right over here. Yeah, the same thing here. Let me show you this one. Okay, here's your reverse, here's your left, and then here's your right, and then bang, that pushes it up right there. The big one right there. And okay, bring this down right here. See if I can find one more before I. Jesus, here we go. Again, there's a lot of the reverse. See, spread this out, you'll be able to see that one better. Look, this one jumps out pretty easily. That reverse, left, right, and neckline, bang, it jumps out right there. Hey, simulation for start. What's up? Oriented auto bot earning Swan using one totally in profit through. Good. Let's see. Sorry, Peter Schiff. I do get the humor in that name, yes. Yeah. So are you a fan of Peter Schiff or not so much? I'm just curious. I don't listen to him a lot, but I have heard some of his interviews. I was just curious. Because Peter Schiff is also another gold guy, as I understand. Yeah. Here's one right here. Here we go. This goes the other way right there. Yes, we love charts. Okay, let's go back over here to the beginning here. Now let's go through some here we go. Okay, and right now, as you can see, when there was price action, there was trade volume. Right now there's less trade volume, and 11.53 million. In fact, market cap is at 117.6 billion. And right here again, we've got the earnings. Let's see, Shift Chicken Little Steam. Shift Chicken Little Steam. No. Actually, I'm just right now looking at everything U.S. market publicly traded, as in, not so much on the futures. No. Here we go. Quarterly, Q4, Q3, Q2. All of them beat the expectations. Annually, right here, 2025, 2024, and 2023. So annually, it was all looking good for Newmont. Let's see how their profit and earnings look. Last 3 years. Okay, so interestingly enough, 2024 and 2025 follow along with the earnings, but 2023 was absolutely terrible. Even though, let's see right here, 2023, you see they had a good earnings. It was positive. It beat the expectations. But you go here to the revenue, profit, income. It was red, negative all the way down. but 2024 and 2025 were very different. It was all positive. Yeah. So that's Newmont for the person that asked about Newmont. And then let's go to, somebody asked me about, I believe they asked me about GE. Yeah, one second here. GE right here. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. GE could give birth if I lean. Let's see. They pay Peter. Yeah, that could be too, Papa. I didn't know about that, but I don't doubt that. Let's see. They paid you. Let's see. That mine could give birth to 5 billion ounces of gold. So, yes. Here we go. GE Aerospace right here. GE Aerospace is an American aircraft company. Let's see. Hold on one second. Wow. Yeah, aircraft company which engages in the provision of jet and turboprop engines, as well as integrated systems for commercial, military, business, and general aviation aircraft. The firm's portfolio. Okay, here we go. And let's see. Got it. Good vibes, Papa. Thanks for the discussion. And cool. All right, here we go. Right now, it's sitting here again. GE Aerospace. Someone asked about it. RSI right there at 43, so it's still pretty neutral. Again, this one is going down. But right here, it did market correct, as you can see. Right here, there's the correction, but there's the chart going down. Again, the RSI also, as you can see, followed the chart as well. It corrected all the way down to 28 for an RSI before it corrected. Now, let me give you some chart patterns right here. One second here. Yeah, hold on one second. I'm trying to find. Here we go. Some of these. Oh, this looks interesting. As I zoom in and zoom out of this, there we go. Now it's breaking apart. For example, right here, if we do this, and then break this down. Yeah, here we go. Here's your reverse. Here's your reverse head, left shoulder, right shoulder. There's your neckline, and there's your breakout. And then if you zoom that back in like that, yeah. And then dun. Here we go. All right. Now push this out a little bit. Now right here, here's your reverse head again, left shoulder, right shoulder. Here's your neckline going up. And again, I can do this for a while. It's just a matter of having the right imagination to see this stuff, but you get the idea, okay? That's GE Aerospace. Let's go back right over here. And here we go. Right here. Oh, interestingly enough, here we go. Now pull this apart, break this down, and you'll see right here, again, there's less trading volume today because there's less price action, but right now the volume is at 5.24 million, market cap is at 297.6 billion, and then right here, looking at the earnings side, Junior 75980, greetings, hello to you too. Yes, everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines. We're breaking down some of the tickers, going through some of the headlines right now. If you have a ticker you want me to look at, be free to ask. Greetings, Campbell. Hello, welcome to the channel. Joe Rich, greetings, and Oliver, hello. Everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines. If you have a question about a ticker or something, feel free to drop it in the comments. Shuntasha, hello, hello. And then Ron as well. Okay, GE Aerospace quarterly beat the expectations the last 3 quarters, as you can see right there. Annually, also 2025, yes, 2024, and 2023. So the last 3 years also beat the expectations. And how does that carry over to the profits and the revenue and the income? Well, let's look right here. Interestingly, 24 and 25. 25 was very good. Revenue, profit, and income good all the way down. However, let's see, push green, SoFi, got it, coming right up. Dun, dun, dun. Thanks for the question. And we have dun, 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 right here. Revenue, profit, and income good all the way down, except for net income was negative for 2024. 2023 was even worse. The total revenue and gross profit were all negative, but operating income and net income were good on that. Dun, 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 yeah. And then here we go. That's GE Aerospace. Again, whoever asked about that, if you want more information, let me know. Campbell, thanks very much. Again, I don't know much about the algorithm, but I've been told that the likes and the comments and the shares do help. So thank you very much. Loku, welcome. Let's go right here to SoFi. Dun, dun, dun. SoFi Technologies, again, for the, let's see, just a brief intro right here. Is a financial service platform which engages in the provision of student loan refinancing options to the private student loan market. It operates through the lending technology platform, financial services. Good, good, there we go. And then right here, SoFi Technologies. Yeah, actually, oh, this is interesting. Yeah, it's seen better days. Look at this, it's just hanging out here completely on the oversold side. Basically hovering on the 30 right there, yeah. Let's see, Gray 59. Let's see. Let me know if you have a question or comment. And look at the MACD, how it hovers along the signal line right there as well. Now, right here, SoFi Technologies is at 15.63, 15.08. Right here, let me adjust this and see if I can't find. Here we go. Bring this down. Here it's starting to come out right there. If I can get this thing to, hold on, here we go. Yeah, this looks like it right there. Here's your head right here, left shoulder, right shoulder, and there's your downward. There you go. And then right over here, again, kind of got to have the creative eye for this stuff. Not always easy for sure, but let's go right over here. And oh, here we go. Here's a nice fun one. See that reverse head, and then right here, here's your reverse head, shoulder, shoulder, and then if you go like this, and then here is your neckline, bang, breakout like that, boom. And yeah, and they go both ways. It's not just reverse, but they also, and again, I don't make the names. I do know a lot about applications. Let's see, well, I wouldn't say I know a lot, but I do know some. But anyway, did you have a question, Daniel Phillips? I would never claim that I know a lot, that's for sure. I'm always learning something new. Okay, and let's see another one right here. Okay, Sophie. All right, let's go through some of the fundamentals right here. Okay, fundamentals. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, right here, as you can see, more price action, more trading volume, less trading volume here, and launch of a big business banking. Oh, just a little news update here from TradingView. It says Sophie Technologies launched 24/7 Sophie Big Business banking for corporate clients to deposit funds, move and settle payments in real time, and manage it fiat in stable coin. So there we go. And right now, volume is at 57.7 million. Market cap is at 20.25 billion. And here we go. Bum, bum, bum. Right, here's the earnings for Sophie. Quarterly, Q4, Q3, and Q2 beat the expectations. Annually, 2025 and 2024 beat it. 2023 actually, because it was less negative than it was supposed to be, it also beat the earnings expectations. But 2024 and 2025 had positive earnings reports and beat the expectations that way. So let's see, 2024 and 2025. Yes, total revenue good, operating income yes, and but 2025 not so good on the net income. And yeah, there's that. That's Sophie. Now let me go back here to one of the ones that I was talking about earlier. We talked about Tesla. Let's talk Nike right now. Boom. They are in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Here's one. Yeah, Nike just dropped off the. Here we go. Nike just lost 10%. And there we go. Boom. Right here. You can see that. And look at that. Look how it's reflective in the content vids. Hello. Let's see. If 143, greetings and welcome. Hey, hello, Reynolds. Here we go. RSI, it's reflective of the RSI right there. Super oversold at 21 actually right now. And again, as you can see, moving average convergence divergence, to put it super simplistically, when the blue crosses the, hold on one second. Yeah, when it crosses the red signal line going down, for example, right about here, there's a downward chart pattern, and there it crosses going down, it's right there. And then also the same is true the other way. For example, when the MACD line crosses the signal line going right there, you have the upward chart pattern. Again, that's obviously super simplified, super simplistic, but again, that's the basic idea. And if you want to know more, you can always reach out and contact me, but that's the idea behind that. Look here at some of the chart patterns. Let me hold one second. Here we go. Okay. Get something. Oh, here we go. Again, some of these are smaller than others, but right here, when you can see, they both come down to the same point right there. See my little blue crayon? Bottoms down and then bumps up. That's where the sellers lose momentum and the buyers take over. And then right here, for example, let me show you this one. Here's basically your head, left side, and then your right side, and that's your shoulder line right there. Goes down, and then right over here, here we go. Yes, for example, another, here's your, again, they're not always easy to see. Keep going here. Here we go. Pull this one out, zoom out a little bit, and you'll be able to see it better right there. So here's this, here's your head right here, left shoulder, right shoulder, and then there's your neckline. Again, there's that. And then again, we're looking at Nike right now because Nike just dropped 10%. Let's see, push this one out. Yeah, let's go back here, go through some of the fundamentals with Nike. And they've had better days. Again, Nike just lost 10%, and they had a better than expected third quarter, but their sales in China fell 10%, and their digital sales were down 21%, and the wholesale was off by 13%. Yeah. So, one second. Yeah. Actually, my eyes are getting a little bit sore. That's why I wear these. They're just blue light blockers. They're not sunglasses. They just help block some of the blue light. Yeah. Let's see. Mr. Dunham, let's see. Let me know if you let me know if you have a ticker question. And here we go. Here's Nike right now. Volume is at 114 million. Market cap is at 66 billion. And then right here, yeah. All right, looking here at quarterly, the earnings Q2, Q1, Q4 beat expectations annually. Right here, you'll see 2024 beat it, 2023 beat it. In 2023, just missed it. So 2023 and 2024 yearly earnings beat the expectations, but 2022 missed it. Let's see how that correlates here with 2024's revenue, profit, and income were terrible. Again, this is looking at Nike. 2023, however, was a good year for revenue, profit, and income. 2022, revenue and rate, but operating income and net income were terrible. That's Nike. Let's look some more over here. Let's see. Is this the Black Swan event? What event are you talking about? Artorius Gaming. No problem. You're welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. If you have a ticker or a question, let me know. Let's see. Let's go on here to Apple. Apple just had their 50th anniversary. Where is it? 5 key questions Apple faces entering its second half century. As Apple turns 50, the iPhone maker has questions about succession, its role in AI, and whether it can maintain a great brand. The company's stock is down more than, let's see, Apple faces geopolitical challenges, yes. Yeah, I just thought we'd take a look at Apple since it just turned 50. That's the reason why I'm looking at this. Here we go. APL. I usually get asked about it anyway. I was joking. Good. Also, Apple was another one of those. Where was it? Magnificent Seven that lost last week. They lost $850 billion collectively over the last week. Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, NVIDIA, and Tesla. Yeah. And then where was it? Okay, looking at Apple right now. Apple market cap is at 3.73 trillion. Right now, their RSI is sitting very, very neutrally at 50. And you can kind of see that reflected right here in the price chart. Yeah. This is, if you're curious about consolidation or a continuation, right here you can see the hidden ceiling, the hidden floor, that kind of stuff. Greetings, Jay. Jay, let's see, MU. Okay, we can do that. I got you. That's coming up right next. Jay, stay tuned for that. Pedro, Yvonne, hello, greetings and welcome. And yeah, I'll get you coming up right in just a moment, Jay. Hang with me. Okay. So there's Apple, and then right here, let's go to some chart patterns, make some of these jump out if we can. Here we go. Now zoom this out, and then right here, you can see right here, here's your reverse head, left, right, and then there's your neckline going up, and then here we go. Oh, here's another one, jumps out right here. Here's your head right here. Basically your left shoulder and your right shoulder. There's your neckline right there, bang, goes down. So you have one that puts it down, and you have one head and shoulders that puts it down, then you have the reverse that brings it right back up. That happens a lot, okay? Let me see some other ones. Again, this is an educational channel, not a sales channel. So everybody can breathe a sigh of relief. But again, if you're here to learn about some charts, some indicators, some behind the scenes about the headlines and some of the earnings, revenues, you're in the right place. That's what this is for. Scam exam, former used car. Again, this is just an educational channel. Here we go. Oh yeah, Happy Vapor. For example, what I can do is I can break down one of the tickers for you. For example, we'll do Pan American Silver, or we'll do Hecla. Let me give you just a moment. If you have a mining stock that you want me to look up, I can break that down for you. But yeah, thoughts on silver? It's a dual purpose. Like unlike gold, gold is money, but silver is also an industrially used metal. For example, every time there's a kaboom, that's a lot of silver gone. Every time there's a solar panel, electronics, your phone, computers, etc., it's all got silver. So yeah, even though it's being pushed down right now, what was it back in January? It was at the all-time high of like 120 or something before it was pushed down. But I feel just like in the future with gold, it will rebound. Yeah, but that's just me. If you also, let's see, oh, here's one. Let me look at this. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Here's your head right here, left shoulder, and then right shoulder, and then bang right there. And again, just looking at Apple because it has a 50-year anniversary right now. Looking right here, you can see the trade volume is down because there's not much price action right here. Volume is at 40.06 million. Market cap is at 3.7 trillion. Right here, here we go. Quarterlies at Q1, Q2, and Q3 beat their earnings expectations. You can do whatever you want. Why would you ask me? I'm not sure what you mean. What's your real question? And then annually right here, 2025, 2024, 2023. Again, beat the earnings expectations for the last 3 years. Statements right here. And yeah, for Apple, for the last 2 years, revenue, profit, and income were all good, all the way down, except for in 2024, it had negative net income. 2023, everything was negative. Not so good for Apple in 2023 for revenue, profit, and income. But that's that. Also, I was going to look at, since we talked about oil a little bit earlier, and we talked about the metals earlier, I was going to take a look at one of the oils. Let's do that one. Let's do Exxon real quick. Why not? Got it. Here we go. Oh yeah. 1 second. I was trying to remember. For example, right here, I had an article about that just a day ago or something. Let me see if I can find it. Brian. I'm not sure. But I recently saw the article where it said Berkshire Hathaway suffered the longest losing streak in more than 7 years, down more than 13% since his retirement was announced. Yeah. Give me 1 second on that. Let me see. I'll look that one up next, Brian. Here we go, and right here. Okay, here. Now looking at Exxon right here. Agreed to buy boost premium and pursuing LNG, including golden. Oh, okay. ExxonMobil agreed to buy Pioneer to boost Permian output and is pursuing liquid natural gas expansion, including Golden Pass with Qatar Energy. Let's see, here we go. And right now, it just corrected. As you can see, it was overbought at 76 right there. And then right now it's sitting at 54, super neutral. Again, interesting because oil just went up. And I'm curious why this one just market corrected. But yeah, oil just surged over 6% because Trump just talked more about war escalation. West Texas Intermediate went up 5.9%. Brent went up 6.5%. So I'm curious why this one corrected and went down. And here we go. So let's look at Exxon. Then I'll look at your Berkshire Hathaway. Here we go. For example, right here, this looks They both come down to the same point right here. Here's your double bottom. There's your neckline, and it keeps jumping up right there. Yes. Two Shoes, hello, greetings, welcome to the channel. Coffee Mornings, love the name. Ali, welcome. Everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines, educational. We try to keep it fun, and you're welcome to ask questions if you want. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to adjust some things and get some chart patterns to come out on XAUUSD. Oh, here we go. Here's one that jumps out. Bring this down. Yes. So here again, here's your reverse right here, left, right, and there's your neckline. Bang, it jumps out right there. And then, dun, 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 here we go. The same thing here. You'll have, but here's one in the reverse, here's one above. Here's your head, and then there's your left, there's your right, and there's your neckline. And then, as you can see right next to it, is the opposite one right there. Yeah. And, okay. Now that's looking at XAUUSD. Again, interestingly, yeah. Interestingly enough, it actually corrected and went down, even though oil just jumped up today. Right here. Yeah. So right now, volume is up for XAUUSD. Let me show you that. And the trade, the volume right now is actually at 37.93 million. Market cap is at 706.9 billion. Right here, we have earnings sitting here at Ron, greetings, hello. KN Mohammed, welcome, welcome. Georgie. And then right here, quarterly. Q4 beat it, Q3 beat it, and Q2 also beat it. But let's look at the annual side of it. Also buy some sealed Pokemon. That's up to you, Brian. I'm not the expert on sealed Pokemon cards. But 2025 just missed it. 2024 beat it. 2023 also beat it. Let's see how that correlates with the revenue, profit, and growth right here. So 2025 actually last 3 years were terrible for Exxon for revenue, profit, and income. 2024, the only thing that was good was the total revenue. Otherwise, the last 3 years, everything was negative, and that's Exxon. But I wanted to also show you, there was one here recently I saw in the headlines because we're talking about oil and gas. Again, this one, you might like Magnolia Oil and Gas, MGY, because this one actually is up 46% in the last 3 months. And yeah, but also, you asked me about Berkshire Hathaway, you can take a look at that. You look like, let's see, you look like Daniel Day-Lewis, got it. Well, I'll take the sideways humor. Okay, Berkshire Hathaway right now. Again, a little bit about Berkshire Hathaway. They suffer their largest losing streak in more than 7 years, down more than 13% since Mr. Buffett's retirement. And right now, they actually just, you can see, they had a market correction. Now they just rebounded again. They were all the way down here at the 30 RSI. Now the RSI is sitting here at 42, 43, yes. Now, let's see, what was the, should I buy some? There we go. Right now, seeing at 478.5. Let's see if I can get you some chart patterns on this one. For example, move this right over here. Here is your double top right here, and then here's your neckline, and the double top pushes it down, as you can see. Let me get a different one right here. Let's spread this out a little bit. Here we go. Here's your reverse head, left shoulder, right shoulder. This is your neckline to boost it up. And then here we go, right over here. Yeah, again, sometimes you got to be a little bit creative with this stuff. here is your, 1 second. Some of these patterns are not easy to see. Here we go. Again, if you're looking for another easy one, here's your double bottom with your neckline. And let's go over here to the fundamental side of it. Right here, volume is at 3.6 million, market cap's at 1.03 trillion. And right here, quarterly, Q4, Q3, Q2, Q4 missed the expectations, Q3 beat it, and Q2 also beat the earnings expectations, but Q4 missed it. Annually, right here, 2025 missed the expectations, 2024 beat it, 2023 missed it. So let's see how 2023 and 2025 correlate, because they missed the earnings expectations right here, 2023 and 2025. Yeah, 2023 actually was good all the way down for revenue, profit, and income. Now 2024 had negative net income, so did 2025. 2025 also had negative operating income, but the revenue, profit was good on those. Again, just some very basics about Berkshire Hathaway right there, since you asked. All right, now another one I want to get to is, we talked about, let's see, somebody asked me about this. He looks more like Michael. Joshua, I'll take it. Let's see. Somebody asked me about silver, for example, just to show you it's a ticker right here, Pan American. Here we go, Pan American Silver. Just to look at this one very briefly before I go on. Eddie Anthony, hello. Here we go. Okay. Right here. Now, Pan American Silver engages in operation, development, and exploration of silver and gold, producing properties and assets. And here we go. So right now, yeah, I'm surprised this one didn't market correct much either. Sitting right here at 50, 52 there. And RSI is sitting very, very neutrally at 50 actually. Let's see. For example, again, just a heads up, this is an educational channel and I can't give out recommendations or suggestions on the stream. Again, that's the way it works, is the algorithm on the channel will pick it up and it'll actually deem the channel, probably even restrict it. But if you want to contact me outside the stream, you're more than welcome to do that. You don't have to, but I give you the option for that. But yeah, for those questions, if you have a ticker, I can look that up for you, give you some information right here on the stream. But for the other stuff, more specifically, it has to be outside the stream, basically because the way the platform is set up with their algorithm. So I know that's not a very good answer, but that's one I have to give, just so the channel doesn't get dinged. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, just stay here and learn, enjoy the show. Yeah, good stuff. And all right, thanks for understanding. Here's your, right here. As you can see, this kind of opens up, and you open this up right here. Here's your, here's your head, left shoulder right there. And then let's go right over here. Here's your reverse, left, right neckline, boom, like that. And then let's keep going. Oh, here we go. Here's an interesting one right here. Reverse, yes, shoulder, neckline, and then here, very good. Here's your bang, it goes up. Let's see, I got it, that's what I understand. Yeah, cool, thanks. Let's see, again, overall opposites, again, we just had the same question. Again, if you have a question about a ticker or a headline, I can look at it here for you. But if you want more insights, you have to contact me off the stream, because the algorithm will pick it up as a suggestion or recommendation, and I can't do that on the stream. again, here's some more. If you're looking for more patterns, here's here's one right here. Here's a good one. These both go down to about the same point. So here at the same point, and there's your neckline. That's your double bottom right there. Yes. Dal, Allure, greetings. Leah, hello, welcome, welcome. Everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines, and we're breaking down some of the news and some of the tickers in the news. And right now we're talking about some of the metals and some of the tickers that go along with the metals. And you can see right here, the price action led to more trade volume. Less price action, less trade volume. Pan American silver volume is at 6.63 million. Market cap is at 23.14 billion. And then right here, let's go to the earnings side. Let's see. Sorry, I don't believe it. No problem, no problem. I don't make the names of the chart patterns. I just look for them. But yeah, I know I got you. Thanks for the sideways humor. Yeah. Okay. All right. Quarterly. Dun dun dun. Q4, Q3. Q4 beat it. Q3 and Q2 missed. Actually, Q2 beat it as well. Let's go right over here. Bum bum bum. 2025 beat it. 2024 just missed it. 2023 also missed it. So the last 3 years, only 2025 beat the annual earnings expectations. Statements wise, annually, 2020. Actually, yeah, even though it didn't beat the earnings expectations, again, that's why you have to look at everything, because 2023, 2024, and 2020 were very good for revenue, profit, and income. And net income, as you can see, green all the way down. Again, that's Pan American Silver. There we go. And okay, since you asked about silver, if you have other mining tickers or questions about the metals, feel free to ask away. Let's go here to Global Star. This is what I wanted to talk about for sure. Where is it? Where's my Global Star? Yeah. Global Star stock surges 15% on report that Amazon is trying to acquire it. And one of the interesting things is Apple already has a 20% stake in it since 2024. And let me, what is Global Star? It's a prominent satellite communications company operating a constellation of low Earth orbit, LEO satellites to provide voice, data, and emergency messaging. A little bit about that. Already has an Apple partnership. And so let's look at them. Again, this is Global Star, jumped more than 15% on this news. Global Star, okay. What does TradingView say about them? Yeah, same thing. Okay. And here, pull this over here. You can zoom in and out on this. Right here. Yeah, Global Star jumped up. As you can see right here, bang, jumped up on that. And more trade volume, as you can see right now on the RSI jumped up as well, sitting there at 59.60. And again, if you're wondering what you just walked into, this is the channel where we talk about everything US markets, US headlines, and we break it down on TradingView, some of the chart patterns, indicators, and earnings and incomes. You can see right here, this is basically almost a consolidation pattern right there. Let me pull this out and you'll see here is basically the invisible, wait, let me get my crayon, the invisible ceiling, and then right here, the invisible floor right there. So you have the ceiling, you have the floor, you can call it the resistance and the support, consolidation, continuation, whatever you want to call it. But you see the same pattern right down there in the RSI. I just wanted to point that out. And then basically, if you look at how that correlates right there with the MACD, it just basically runs parallel right there, like that. And then right over here, yeah. You see how this was almost, here's your, almost, you see that and that, but there's no really right shoulder. So, but it was almost gonna be that. Now, right over here, Global Star, what do you got for me? Here we go. Oh, interesting. Let me do this. Yeah, this looks like here's your here's your reverse head, left shoulder, right shoulder, and then there's your neckline right there, and then right here. Bring this down a bit. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, same thing up here. You have, here's your head, left shoulder, and the right shoulder. There's your neckline right there. That's a little bit with Global Star. And then also, let me see if I can give you one more. Yeah, the same kind of thing. Here we go. Here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder right there. Bang, right there. Good. And let's see, done. Oh, I forgot. Jay, you asked about MU. Sorry, I forgot. Here's your Micron. Jay, you asked about Micron. If you're still there watching the show, this one's for you, Jay. Here's your Micron. You asked me to break it down. My apologies for doing it later than expected. Right here, again, it just rebounded, and now the RSI is sitting here at 44, so it's very, very neutral. And then Jay, it also, again, you can see in the price chart here, rebounded right there. There's that. There's Micron, and here we go. Here, yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's a small, very small double bottom right there. You can see that. And there's the neckline, and there you go. It just breaks out of the neckline right there. So there's that one. And let's see, Mickey, ready for economic meltdown? Yeah, we hope not. And then right here, we break this out. Here we go. We pull this down. Here we go. Pull this down a little bit right here. And oh, here we go. Here's a nice one. As you again adjust your timing, adjust your pattern, that looks like there's your reverse head, left, right. There's your neckline. There's your breakout right there. Yeah, there you go. Isa Hussein, hello. Jeff, Aisha, welcome to the channel. Everything U.S. markets and U.S. headlines. And here we go. Let me see if I can pull out another one right here. Here we go. Hold on. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's your reverse, left, right, and neckline right there. And then again, here's a small, very small right here, double bottom, and here's your neckline of your double bottom, but it doesn't break out. Sometimes these patterns don't break out. They have the pattern, but they don't break out. And then right here, again, here's head, left, right. There you go. Here we go. Okay, that's Micron. Again, Jay, if you're watching, that one's for you. My apologies again for not doing it so fast. And then right here, let's see, right here, again, right here, it's rebounding, so you see more, it just rebounded. You see more trade volume because there's more price action. And Micron Technology jumped 9% midday after reports said that raising AI demand for memory chips boosts the U.S. maker, lifting volume. There we go. Volume is at 74.43 million. Market cap is at 380.9 billion. Earnings wise, let's take a look at them. And right here, So quarterly Q2, Q1, and Q4 beat the expectations. And right here annually, 2025, 2024, 2023. Okay, 2025 and 2024 beat the earnings expectations. 2023 also beat it because it was less negative than it was supposed to be. And then Lonely Astronaut, greetings, hello. And statements wise, actually, Cameron Da, the best thing to do is just to keep learning. Don't put money into something unless you have more of an idea of what you're doing, because then it'll just be money lost. So just enjoy the show and just watch. For example, if you have questions about other learning materials or something, feel free to ask. There's many other YouTube channels out there that are very good. Also, many other books and stuff out there that are very good. If you want suggestions about education materials or something or channels, feel free to send me a message. No problem with that. But otherwise, just enjoy the show and you know, don't do anything too quickly. Here we go. So let's look at the statements wise. Here we go. 2024 and 2025. Again, revenue, profit, income, all good for 2024 and 2025. And 2023, however, again, 2023, look how it correlates with the earnings. 2023, earnings were negative, but they were less negative than expected. So bear that in mind. And on 2023, look at the revenue, profit, and income, all negative, all negative. So there's that. So Jay, if you're still there, hopefully it's helpful for you. Mac LLC, greetings and welcome. Lucas Rich, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Ron, yes. There you go. All right. Also, another one I wanted to look at here was Intel, because Intel just jumped up 9% here after, yeah. Let's take a look here at Intel. Intel, did we look at them yet? Yeah, here's Intel. Intel just jumped up 9% because they're buying back their fabrication plant in Ireland. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, they're going to buy Apollo's 49% stake in the fabrication plant for $14.2 billion, and it makes chips on Intel 4 and Intel 3 for Core, Ultra, and Xeon. Okay, one on the side, handy phone ended up in the hospital last week with a brain injury. Oh my gosh, and fracture school not allowed to work. Oh my gosh, sorry about that, Cameron. Got it. I don't know what to say, except welcome, and hopefully you're getting some benefit from this, and get well. Okay, here we go. Right here, Intel sitting very neutrally here, right here, as you can see. And that, again, here's an example of your consolidation right here. Right there, as you can see that. Again, you have the resistance, the support, the consolidation pattern right there. Murph Slayer, greetings. And right here, yeah, consolidation. Let's go right over here. Bum, bum, bum. And done. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Here's a nice one. Here's your reverse right here. Here's a nice reverse head, and then your left and your right. There's your neckline. Bang, it breaks out right there. Yes. And here we go. And it basically come down, and 3 places it comes down the same. Your triple bottom, bang, it breaks out and goes up. And let's see, yeah. Let's go back over here to Intel and do some fundamentals with them. Right here. Okay, fundamentals. Volume is at 129.6 million. Market cap is at 220.4 billion. And earnings wise, right here, quarterly Q4 beat it, Q3 beat it, Q2 was the one that missed it. Let's see for the annually, 2025 beat it, 2024 actually beat it because it was less negative than it was supposed to be. 2023 also beat it. So 2023 and 2025, let's see how they correlate. Actually, it doesn't correlate very well at all. 2023, very terrible. It's negative all the way down. 2024, the same. 2025 was the only one that had positive profit and yeah, positive net income. Otherwise, it wasn't very good for them. Let's also go, oh, here's one I wanted to talk about. Where is it? ARI Alloys, again, and the U.S. Critical Materials Corporation have signed up so that they can have a domestic supply chain in the U.S. to secure 10% of the deposit in Montana. So I wanted to do this one. Again, this is there's the headline on Yahoo. RE, they do this, RE alloys, yeah, right here, RE alloys. Okay, here we go. Little update here. What is RE alloys? It's engaged in the rebuilding domestic supply chain resilience for rare earth elements and magnets. It's involved in recycling, mining, oxide production, metallization, alloying, and magnet manufacturing. There you go. And then right over here. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Here's your chart pattern to bring it down. As you can see, here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder, and then it drops it down. And then right now, yeah, it's still market correcting. Your RSI is sitting there at 37. And then going right over here, let me show you a couple other patterns that I can dig out here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Yeah, here's one. You notice it doesn't break out much. So there's your left and there's your right, but it doesn't break out much. And if we go like this, here's your again, it comes down here to the same point, double bottom, neckline, but it doesn't really break out much right there. Let's go over here to the fundamentals. Volume right now is at 1.56 million. Market cap is at 583 million. Let's see. And that's RE alloys. I also wanted to take a look here at, where was it? Visa, because Visa just launched new AI tools. For example, let's take a, where's that one? Visa. Yeah, right here. Visa just launched menu. Hey, menu. Hello. Greetings and welcome. So Visa just launched new AI tools to manage the charge dispute process right there. And let's see. Visa said it processed more than 106 million disputes globally in 2025. Merville, greetings and welcome. Making it a 35% increase since 2019. Let's take a look here at Visa. 1 second. Okay. And done. Visa. Here's Visa Incorporated. What is the best app to trade? Yes, for example. Again, I can't during the live stream. I can't give that stuff out. That's something you have to do. Contact me off stream because I know the algorithm will ding that one. But it's a good question. But that's just how it is. Here is Visa, right here. Done. RSI is sitting here at 36, and actually the price is still correcting down here at 296. Yeah, there's that actually. Done. And then here's one that jumps out. If you're looking for patterns, done. Here's your head, left, right. There we go, and then right over here. Here we go. Oh, here's another one. If you spread this out right here, here's your head, here's your left, here's your right, there's your neckline right there. And yeah, for all of you who joined, asked comments, or gave a like, thank you very much. I will be back on again later. If you have a question about a ticker or a headline, feel free to put it in the comments. I'll get to it later. And thank you very much for watching. Let's see, very good.